Hello again, I'm Dadhichi from astrological.com.au. Aries. It's November 2012 and as usual I'd like to just have a quick glance at your horoscope to see what's going on. The significant thing this month is that Venus, the planet of love, and for you in particular it is very much a planet of love because it rules your western direction, and this is the marriage zone. And when Venus moves into that area, as it has just recently, it stays there for a little while. It is, I guess, an omen of good fortune, satisfaction in relationships, and of course a time when you can re-cement those bonds of love with the person that's closest to you. If you're not with someone right now, this is a time when you can perhaps meet someone. At the very least, there may be discussions about love or opportunities to mix with people who are in love. For example, engagement parties, weddings, that type of thing. And as the month commences, I'm looking at your chart right here in front of me, the Moon and Jupiter in a very nice aspect. Jupiter's past that aspect, I talked about that last month, but for the first couple of days of the month, your mind will be very much on love. There's a square aspect from the Moon, from the 12th house, so you've got to be a little bit careful that you're realistic about your expectations. In fact, I often say that expectation is the mother of disappointment. So just take things as they are, see people for who they are, don't necessarily build up too many castles in the air, and if, for example, you're meeting someone new, just take it a step at a time and just enjoy the company of the person rather than projecting forward to see what's going to happen and, will we get married? Premature. Here's the list of transits. Normally what I do is I have the chart there, but I like to just get a look. A couple of people emailed me. I was a little naughty astrologer last month. I didn't exactly have the dates, for example, of the retrogression of Mercury. And this month I didn't want to go through the same scenario here. And currently we see that the position of Mercury is very important, and it's moved into your 9th house just now, just very recently, the last couple of days. With Mars there as well, this is indicating a very strong push to travel, to break free of the normal circumstances that you find yourself in. And some of the key dates for this Mercury, the 7th of November, a bit of a hard aspect around the 14th, that's a week later. That hard aspect, what we mean by a square aspect from Mercury to Neptune. These two planets are having to do with your travel. Neptune in the 12th house of emigration, Mercury in the 9th house of long journeys. And of course, as the month commences, the Moon and Jupiter in the 3rd house are shorter journeys. So there's a lot of energy in that part of the zodiac. So Aries, probably restless, especially with Uranus there just now. But the other thing here, we see now the slow-moving transit of Saturn. It's just been impacted by the Sun. You would have had a lot of financial issues that I've mentioned to you last month. Fortunately, that transit, the conjunction of the Sun and Saturn, has now moved, and there's still a bit of a square aspect to Neptune as well, but the Sun itself is moving away from that, still in the 8th house of shared resources, finances, sexuality, deep emotional stuff. That could be augmenting some of this emotional relationship stuff that we've been talking about as well. So again, I can't reiterate strongly enough to just go slowly. Don't push things too much beyond what the natural processes want to do. On the 17th of November, we see your ruling planet moves to the upper part of the horoscope, to its exaltation sign. Now, the exaltation means the sign of the zodiac that best accommodates a planet. Each planet has a different exaltation sign, and the exaltation sign for your ruling planet is Capricorn. It's the apex of the horoscope. So what that generally means is that when your ruling planet moves through this part of the zodiac, there's going to be a really renewed push to achieve a lot in your work and to, make your mark in the world. You have to be careful not to be too aggressive. You may be so pumped up that you want things to happen a lot more quickly, as I mentioned with the relationship, but now maybe things are shifting around the 17th to that area of productivity, work, your own personal ego, that sort of thing. Venus can join Scorpio. Now it moves out of this area of relationships on the 22nd of November. Now I still think there's going to be that relationship flavour to it because it's going to move out of the personal zone of relationships. Mind you, this is also to do with your public relations area. So that's going to mean you're very, very attractive to people in general. But then it moves on this date to the sexual part of the horoscope. Why am I laughing? Well, you know, sex is a natural part of life, but that gets more natural when planets like Venus, the Sun, Saturn are occupying this area as well. When Venus touches Saturn, and let me have a look here, that may not be this month, let me have a look here. It actually does happen on the 27th of November, 5 days later. Emotions can be rather cool. You may not be getting satisfaction in terms of intimacy, so you need to talk about that, and that will happen 27th to the end of the month. Very brief synopsis. If you want more, you can join me at astrology.com.au. I always mention my website. We've got a lot of other stuff there, constantly updating it, dailies, monthlies, and even the yearly overview. And I look forward to your company there as well. Till next month, have a great month. Bye-bye.